So, his name is known around the world. He is one of the greatest that ever lived. Imagine that. Imagine the greatest that ever lived, a global icon, a legend. He is the platinum standard that others are compared to. For the past few years, he's kept a very low profile, far from the spotlight, but today he's here. And we're going to find out why everybody's buzzing about Michael Jordan. Come on out. Oh, no, that's going to be the new thing. This is like a little black diamond hoop. You go, you black diamond, you go. So what you been doing with yourself?
I have been laying low.
Yeah.
On
purpose?
I just kind of settling back into a normal life. You know, it's tough for an athlete who's been all over the place, been doing a lot of things, and had a lot of responsibility for himself. And now it's just kind of quietly just trying to get back to some type of normal lifestyle, if I can get to that.
Well, that's a good question. How do you get back to a normal life since you never had one?
No, I had one.
You had one before you
I
became
came to
Michael
Chicago.
Jordan.
Before I came to Chicago, I had a normal life. I could walk down the streets. I can do a lot of things. But now I'm starting to do a little bit more things. As my kids get older, my wife and I.
How old are your kids?
My oldest would be 17 in November.
Wow.
And my next oldest is 15 in December, and my daughter will be 13. So we're a bunch of teenagers.
Okay, you got teenagers.
I'm getting old,
No, but
I'm getting old.
Okay, what kind of dad are you? Who's the disciplinarian?
My wife was early on. My boys are getting big enough to where I have to more or less do all the disciplinarian things.
Yeah.
But I better hurry up because they're getting bigger than me. So
really?
If I don't hurry up.
Are they tall? Are they tall like you?
They're tall kids. Good kids, though. I don't have to discipline them that much.
I can't imagine. So Jasmine's 13 now.
13.
Okay, I cannot imagine what is going to happen when she starts dating. And the guys come to the door, Juanita, and he's at the door.
She's going to be a handful. I feel sorry for who's coming to the door. She's going to be a handful. I don't think I have to worry about one thing.
Really? With her?
Not at all.
How do you feel about this? Because as I was preparing for the show, we were just talking about you as we sit around in the producers' rooms, and we were saying, your name has become the platinum standard for excellence in every field. So no matter what anybody's doing, they'll say, well, he's the Michael Jordan of, or she's the Michael Jordan of. It's become symbolic with greatness and excellence. And how does that make you feel? Or do you think about that?
I really don't think about it, but in hearing that, I think it gives me great pleasure and great pride that I'm even thrown into that as a standard.
As a standard. Michael Jordan has a new book called Driven from Within. And in the book, we learn some interesting things about Michael growing up. You write that all of the kids in your family, of all of them, you were probably considered the one least likely to succeed. Why?
I never liked to work at the time. Most of my brothers and sisters, they were very ambitious about getting things for themselves.
Yeah.
In essence of getting a job so they can get back to school clothes or they need new tennis shoes or bicycle. Me, it didn't. I would love to have those things, but if you're asking me to go out and work in the tobacco fields and, do all them, the hard work, I'd rather play basketball. I'm happy with that. With that attitude, I think my parents looked at him and said, that kid, if he ever had to work, he would have problems. So when they looked at said, who's going to be the most successful kid? this kid is not going to be the one that's
Your
gonna
name
go.
was not the one.
No. But with that in mind, I mean, that drove me to say, hey, you know, I don't want a 9 to 5.
You know
I
what?
want to be able to play. I don't care what sport. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just want to play as a
Basketball,
job.
baseball.
Baseball, football, whatever it was.
Michael says that in high school, he, quote, didn't have any kind of status, that you didn't have any girls. Really?
Well, I was a jokester. I mean, I used to pick at the girls. I used to do anything to try to get attention.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I got suspended the first half day of school. Now, I tell my kids just as a means of learning and teaching.
Yeah.
But it was embarrassing.
What'd you get suspended for, Michael?
You know, you couldn't go off campus.
Yeah.
And I went from here to the door to get a Coke, just because I got dared by one of my friends to do it.
And you got suspended for that?
3 days.
3 days?
Now.
That was back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day when that would happen.
Try to go home and tell your parents that you just got suspended on their first half day of school for 3 days.
Wow.
That wasn't too happy.
What did your parents do?
Let's just say I would dial 911 this day.
Okay, no one is more proud of Michael Jordan than his mom, Dolores. Recently, she told us some insight that only a mother would know.
I think now he's retired, he has his time with his family. It's his time. I see him now even being more patient, enjoying life, taking the time to really sit down and we can talk and be open and not rushing. I'm proud of all the things he has accomplished, but right now I see him enjoying his family, his boys, and sharing them, doing things together. And his daughter, and Juanita. It's an important time in his life. I see him as a man, a young man, a father, a husband who has really grown into fatherhood. When I see Michael as a father, I enjoy what I see. The time he's spending now with his children, being active, picking them up, knowing what's going on at school. That's what you want for your children, to enjoy life and be happy with their family. Well, Mom, you know I've got a motorcycle. The motorcycle riding, it was something I think he's always wanted to be a part of. He felt like he could not take that risk during his NBA years. He's always been fascinated with them, so he's enjoying himself. I just say, you know, be cautious with the risks you take.
Okay, so you're into motorcycle riding? What's that all about?
You know, I grew up riding dirt bikes. You know, my father got me started riding dirt bikes when I was 7. And once I got older in life, you can't do hazardous sports with professional sports.
Do they tell you that? Is that in your contract?
It's in
It's in
your contract.
your contract.
Oh, yeah, it's not in the small print. It's big enough to
Big enough, okay.
Yeah.
So that means what? Motorcycle riding, obviously jumping out of planes.
Skiing.
Skiing? No skiing?
Water skiing, all that
Really?
stuff.
Okay. So you on the motorcycle all the time?
I used to ride the streets of Chicago.
Yeah.
Some of you
How
guys,
do you ride in Chicago, for God's sakes? Everywhere you go,
I have a
people are
helmet. No one knows it's me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
helmet. I'm not wearing
We'll be
it.
looking for that outfit.
Well, I don't wear that. We normally ride at night, late night.
Really?
Probably about 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night.
Do you like wait till the streets are cleared? Yeah.
But I don't do that anymore. I've had some incidents, which I am not going to talk about.
Okay.
But I ride on the track a lot more now.
Oh, really?
Where, you know, I took a class. I've taken classes to just learn more about
The
riding.
motorcycle? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you like about it? The speed or
The speed, the attitude, and the daredevilness when you're
you
operating.
like that, do you?
I do.
Do you like him doing that, Juanita? No, I wouldn't think you did.
Not
This
on
is
the
Juanita
street.
Jordan, Michael's wife. Do your son, Marcus and Jeffrey, they're playing basketball? I've read about them.
Oh, yeah. They love the game of basketball.
Yeah.
They have a strong passion for the game.
A strong passion. Do you
Yeah.
think they'll be like NBA players?
You never know. I mean, we're not the type of parents that say, hey, you know what? We want you to go to North Carolina, or we want you to be, you know, drafted to the Chicago Bulls. I just recently started instructing my kids because you got to have a passion to listen to what I may say or what anybody may say.
So you recently started instructing them to do what?
Just, you know, certain fundamentals about the game and how their skills have developed.
Oh, my God, you get Michael Jordan to teach you the game?
Well, that's what you say.
Yeah.
That's not what they say.
They don't say.
I'm not Michael Jordan to them.
Who are you?
I'm their father.
Yeah.
More so than anything.
But your father is Michael Jordan. They don't like get a kick out of like, okay, Dad, you're gonna show me some pointers. You're gonna shoot baskets with me.
Oh yeah, I do that, and I won't let them win. In due time, they will beat me. But right now, I'm taking great pride in letting them beat me. Believe me.
So, but you're not out there playing like Michael Jordan with your kids.
What does that mean? I mean, I'm playing hard.
You're playing hard?
Oh, yeah.
You're playing hard? You're playing to win?
Hard as I can with my knees holding up.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
Having a good time. In a recent ESPN interview, your oldest son, Jeffrey, talked about his game and what it's like being the heir to Air Jordan.
I'm probably a bigger target than anybody out there, just because of my last name. You know, they think about it, oh, that's Jeffrey Jordan. I want to go at him, you know, a little harder.
Jeffrey's training includes every boy's dream, one-on-one against Dad.
We'll start off just shooting around, and eventually we'll turn into a one-on-one game, and then eventually get more and more competitive. So we'll start talking trash, you know, and then just keep talking for the rest of the day, and whoever wins gets the bragging rights.
Do you try to go to all their games?
Oh, yeah. I will make a strong attempt to go to most of their games.
Really?
If I'm home, and my wife and I, we both go, I endure with what I have to endure with, you know, in terms of people coming up.
I was going to say, isn't that something?
I know that. I go in knowing that, but I try to do it in a very polite way. Look, I'm here with my kids. This is their time. You guys have had your time. Yeah. This is my kids' time.
That's good.
And so I can't do any autographs. I shake your hand, say hello, but I'm here to watch my kids play.
Yeah. And do the people leave you alone?
Most of the time they do.
Yeah.
You know, but you always got your idiots.
Hey, Michael! Yeah. We'll be right back. Coming up, Michael's got some big news for women everywhere.